everyone and welcome back to my channel today. My name is Christian and today we're here to talk about the new record from Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes. It is titled Modern Ruin. For those of you who don't know, Frank Carter is the ex-vocalist for hardcore band Gallows, and this is Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes' second record. This is actually the first album that I've listened to from Frank Carter. I've heard a lot about him over the years, but I never actually checked him out, and so I've never listened to a Gallows record. I didn't listen to the first Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes record, and so I was very much looking forward to listening to this one. I really had no idea what to expect, but I knew to expect something of quality, but I didn't expect this. This is a great record with a massive amount of variation in there, but above all, great songwriting, so let's get into it. Bluebell opens up this record and it's a minute-long intro track that really could be a lullaby. It really surprised me and it pushes you into this false sense of security. And straight away I know that even with Frank coming from Gallows, which is predominantly screaming vocals, he is a great clean vocalist. Then you are pushed straight into a song called Lullaby, and it opens up with some great drum and guitar work. Straight away I'm thinking of a heavier version of the Arctic Monkeys but with better songwriting. The chorus on this track is absolutely massive and Frank has an amazing ear for melody. The bridge is also great with some really cool guitar work to lead it in. Snake Eyes then comes in and takes what Lullaby was doing and takes it to another level, and this may be my favourite track on the record. The drumming all the way throughout this track is awesome. The song goes from soft to heavy moments seamlessly. Frank throws in some screams here and there, and as well as that, this song has a great groove to it. But the major highlight on this song is the absolutely massive chorus, which honestly is my favourite chorus on the record. Vampires is up next and it has a great club show feel to it. The chorus is one that people are going to be chanting. The 4 to the floor beat really drives this song along really well, but once again Frank absolutely steals the show. The breakdown in this track is really cool. It builds really well and goes into this last chorus to finish off the track. Perfect way to finish off the song. The thing I love most about this record is that it feels like it could be a live record. The album sways really well in tempo, and really there are little imperfections, which is just so awesome. A lot of this is down to the drum performance and the drum sound, which is absolutely awesome. Wildflowers is next up and it has a really great fun feel to it. It really feels like a song you could hear on the radio. That's not a bad thing. It doesn't sound pandering, it is poppier, but it doesn't sacrifice quality. It's another short track. It gets in and it gets out and it leaves you wanting more. It has a great soft bridge as well, which brings the track down to a really nice level before slamming back into that up-tempo sound that we've heard all the way throughout this record so far. Acid Veins is a softer rock and roll, old school rock and roll, feeling song, and is a really nice change of pace to the record. This is one of Frank's best vocal performances on the record, shows off his range really well. The groove is once again a massive highlight on the song as well. The rhythm section in this band are just so great. And it's a really nice tonal shift to the record, as I've already said, adds some levity to the record and gives you a bit of a break from the intensity that we've had through the record so far. God Is My Friend is next up on the record and opens it up with this really cool drumming, almost percussion feeling beat, which once again shows off how great this drummer is. It then slams into this great heavy chorus. I love that this song builds over its duration, and every single section you feel like the next one is just going to be bigger than the one you're on now. We hear more of Frank's dirty voice on this track as well, and you can hear that he's gradually adding it more and more into the band's sound as the record goes on. The drummer on this record almost steals the show from Frank. He is a machine. Some of the beats he comes up with on this record are ridiculous. It's so frantic, but it's exactly what this record needed. Jugglings is next up on this record, and it's another shorter track, clocking in at about a minute, but boy, does it deliver a lot in its duration. It's one of my favorite moments on the record. It's fast-paced, great vocals, and just intense. It's just awesome. Thunder is next up, and it is a softer track once again. Got some really cool ambience going on to open up the track, as well as a really intriguing guitar part. It's a darker track. It feels a lot more introspective. It's one of the more unique songs on this record. I do feel as if the first chorus is a little lackluster. It isn't what the build called for, but from then on the track is absolutely great. Real Life opens up with a really good drum groove once again, and it really sets the tone for this song well. This is one of the best lyrical moments on the record, and the melody is once again great. The verses are my favorite part of this song for me, and I really like that they use this delayed guitar to break up each section. It's once again a slower paced track, but I really am enjoying the change in pace from the first half of the record and how it's building to the ending. On this record, I finally see what the fuss about Frank Carter is. This guy is a great vocalist who puts on an amazing performance all the way throughout this record. Lyrically, he writes poetically, and his ear for melody is just so great. Modern Ruin is next up, and it opens up with this crackly guitar intro which sets the song up perfectly. And it opens up with screamed vocals, which is something that I totally didn't expect. We've heard him screaming throughout this record here and there, but this is the first time it's done consistently throughout an entire song. It's a great, intense track which really reminds me of the change in pace that came on another aggressive song from the last Let Live record. And I really love how it ramps up in tempo to finish out the song. To close out the record, we have Neon Rust, which opens up with this really off-kilter guitar part, which is really odd but fits really well. And we hear Frank back with cleaner vocals once again, for the most part on this track. It's a softer track which builds really well over its duration before ending with this massive amount of intensity. Frank is clean vocals, as I said, once again for the majority of this track, and I really love the tone that this track sets. The melody is really great, one of the catchier melodies on the album, and it's the perfect way to close out this record. Overall, this is a really great record from Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes. It shows off an amazing songwriting skill that this band has, and shows off how good of a vocalist that Frank Carter is. This record isn't going to be for everyone. I don't expect everyone to love the whole record, but I do feel like there is a song for every kind of person on this record. This is another record that shows me that 2016 was not a fluke, and we are in for a great year with a lot of great records. My top 3 tracks are going to be Snake Eyes, God Is My Friend, and Real Life, and I'm going to give this record a 4 out of 5. Anyway, what did you guys think about the record? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Did you like the record? Did you not like the record? Sorry. Let me know down below. We're here to have a conversation about music, so let's do that. But if you're just going to fill up the comment section with hate and insults, just know I'm going to look at your comments and laugh at how pathetic your life is. Anyway, thanks for watching my videos today, guys. Please hit subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Fresh Currents.